Francis Macron puts national security on a fundamental level of outside arrangement. Reuters. By John. Irish Paris President Emmanuel Macron is beginning to realign France's remote strategy, setting out plans to be less interventionist in clashes abroad and putting his country's national security at the core of diplomacy. When Macron, 39, took office a little more than a month prior, he was generally anticipated that would put the accentuation on congruity and outside approach, a zone in which he is a newcomer following an approach construct to a great extent with respect to ideological interests. France has lately rushed to intercede militarily in clashes, for example, those in Libya, Mali and Central African Republic that has all the earmarks of being going to change under Macron. This week he dropped requests for President Bashar al-Assad to withdraw as a condition for any peace settlement in Syria and held out an olive branch to Russian President Vladimir Putin at talks in Versailles on May 29. Macron gives off an impression of being comprehensively adjusting his remote strategy to the U.S. needs of handling fear-based oppression while looking for better ties with Russia, which he considers a long-haul accomplice as opposed to an immediate risk to Europe. Diplomats and authorities say he is additionally trying to move strategy by clarifying his prompt points are to debilitate Islamist activists who undermine France from the Middle East and leave just on conciliatory activities that can bring solid outcomes. With me it will be the finish of this kind of neoconservatism that has been transported into France in the course of the most recent 10 years. Macron told 8 European daily papers this week. We need to rediscover the intelligibility and quality of a worldwide approach that re-establishes credit and to have a tenacious security arrangement to battle terrorism. Focus on areas where rewards possible. French mediations in Middle East clashes and its thorough secularism have presented it to assault by Islamist aggressors. Shooters and suicide aircraft executed 130 individuals in and around Paris in November 2015 and more than 100 were slaughtered in other Islamist assaults in France in the previous over 2 years. Some veteran French representatives and authorities say the approaches of Macron's antecedents, François Hollande and Nicolas Sarkozy, kept the nation on the bleeding edge while others, for example, the United States and Britain, pulled over from outside adventures. France likewise joined approvals against Russia after its